Hey, good evening, good evening. This is your girl Charmaine. How are you doing, everyone? So, welcome to my usual talk. So, if you are on YouTube, can you like, share, and subscribe for me? Especially if this is the first time you're coming on YouTube. If you're on my TikTok, you know the deal. Can I get some taps on the screen? Thank you very much. And of course, my Facebook friends, thank you for joining. So, tonight I'm going to be talking about what successful people do differently. Successful people are consistent in whatever they're doing. So, if you are successful, sit back and think about what did I do different? You are always consistent. Doesn't matter what is going on, what's happening, you just have to be consistent. Because if you're not, then and you break that momentum, things are going to go awry. So you have to be consistent in what you're doing. And that is what successful people do differently from anyone else. Prime example, yes, I know that football is going on. I'm a big football fan. World Cup is going on. Yes, I'm a World Cup fan too. Brazil is my team, win, lose, or draw. However, I have to be consistent in building my legacy. Hence why, not because of World Cup, you're not going to see me on talking about different aspects of things. So that is what successful people do differently from ordinary people. We keep going. Doesn't matter what happened, we keep going. 'Cause that's just how we are. So, what is one habit that has helped you the most in being successful in what you do? You can drop in a chat. Tell me what is one habit that has helped you to be successful in what you're doing? Because, as I say, when you're a successful person, you do things differently. You don't do things like everyone else. You can't because that's just how much you have on the line personally. And you might be saying, yes, but how do you balance family work and personal goals? For me, I live on my calendar. It can be balanced, but you just have to know how to do it. There's a time when I don't do anything with the system that I'm working with because I'm spending time with my husband. And then there's a time I still have a full time job. I still work full time. So when that time comes, I am very present in my full time job. That is a given, right? And for my personal and to reach my personal goals, live on my calendar. There's a time set out to work my system to get to my personal goals. So family have their time. I don't take away from it. My full time job gets their time, and I don't take away from it. My personal goals with this system has its time, and I don't take away from it. And I am just that committed with it like that because if you don't do it that way, then you're in for trouble, right? You're in for trouble if you don't do it that way. So that's how I like to do my stuff. High purpose driven. Thanks for joining. So family get their time. When it's that time, work, my full time job, gets their time. I do not skull on their time. I don't shorten their time. They get their time. And for my personal goals, they get that gets the time as well. Because I live on a calendar. And that is how we have to do things. If you really want something, if you want to be successful at something, you just have to push yourself. You have to keep focused. You have to go at it. It doesn't matter because you're giving up something now to have it a lot more later. That's how you look at things. You give up something now in order to go up. And persons will say, oh, I want to do this. But where's your commitment? You have to be committed. Consistency is the key. And yes, life happens, but you still have to go at it. Doesn't matter what, life happens. You get sick, husband gets sick, wife gets sick, children get sick if you have young children. Life happens. No life is going to be easy. You're not going to start a system and then everything's going to fall in place. That's not how it works. Life happens, but guess what? You're still going at it. You're still doing it. You might say, oh, but you don't understand all that's been going on. I think I do. Every person's life in, That life is different, but it is how you manage it, is what you do with it. Because, can I tell you, December, I spent New Year's admitted in the hospital. You wouldn't know about that because in the bed with my oxygen mask on, and I'm still doing because I have a goal. Hey, hey, I'm okay. How are you doing, Friday man? So yeah, when you have a goal, you do not stop for anything. You slow down, you take care of yourself, but you don't stop for anything. And that's what makes you a successful person, because you can't just get knocked down and you stay down. How are you going to reach your goal? How are you going to reach your goal? So, persons who are on, can I get some double taps on the screen, please? Thank you so much. You have to have your goal, know your goal, focus on your goal. When life is life in, tell life, yeah, I heard you. Yes, fly came, and that's it. You reset. You have to reset yourself and then you move on again. You can't just say, oh, I got knocked down, so I'm not going to do this again. No, that's not how it works. You reset and you go again. You go again. You listen to your body. Your body's telling you, tonight, Charmaine, you're too tired to be doing something. Listen. Because if you don't listen, then you won't have tomorrow to do it, right? But you have to be in a position where the sky is not even the limit anymore. That's way above that. The sky is the limit? Mm-mm. Way above that. You just have to know what you want and know that with the help of God, you can do anything through Christ, which strengthens you, and you go for what you want. You can't just be saying, oh, well, this happened and that happened, so I'm not going to push. That's when you push harder. When someone tell you can't do it, that's when you push harder. And I'll be honest with you, some people closest to you will say, what are you doing that for? Why you want to do that? I love you, but I love me more. Exactly. When you get knocked down, get back up. But remember, how you fall, you never do it again. Don't trip on the same thing over and over again. Because then that's a sign of craziness. You're doing the same thing and expecting a different result. If this trip you now, don't get tripped on it later. Make sure you bypass that. Make sure you know how to overcome that. Because you really have to keep focused on what you want. And can I tell you, see it, believe it, speak it, and it will come through. Trust me. And if it's something that you're gonna do, like you're gonna do a run, a really strong run in your whatever you're doing, sit and talk to your family. Let them know I'm going to do this strong run, but guess what? At the end of it, I have a reward for you. And yes, they don't want to see you prosper because you're moving ahead. And some people are just seeing you as they know you. Charmaine, the sister, Charmaine, the daughter, Charmaine, the cousin. They don't see you as Charmaine, the entrepreneur, Charmaine, the person who is fighting for legacy. They always judge you. That's correct, Fighting, and they always judge you by your past. But you have to outgrow that. You have to outgrow your past. Let them see you winning. Because I've had persons come to me and says, hey girl, you still doing that thing? Yeah, I'm going to always be doing it until my breath leave my body. I will be doing it because it's something I believe in. It's something I see the fruits of my labor that come true. I am building for my children, children, children. I am working now for people who I'll never meet. They probably will see a picture of me, but they'll never meet me in person. But that doesn't stop me from building for them. And that is how I look at it. And is it hard? Of course it is. If it was easy, everybody would be a millionaire. It is hard, but is it worth it? Best believe it is worth it. Yes, of course, people you don't know is going to wish you success because they don't know anything in your past. They don't know anything about you. They see you doing something and they're going to wish all the best for you. However, people in your past is going to say, oh, but she was so and so and so. She not going to get anywhere. When they say you're not getting anywhere, you put up in front of you, I am going to be. I am. doing this. I am doing that. Because can I tell you that affirmations is very, very powerful. If you have affirmations, it's super, super powerful. So do your affirmations. Let people know that doesn't matter what you say about me, this girl's gonna get it done. That's how you do it. This guy's gonna get it done. Doesn't matter what you see. Yeah, you might know Charmaine. Oh, Charmaine, she was a police. Yeah, not anymore. Oh, Charmaine, she was enforcement with DCI. Yes, but not anymore. Charmaine is an entrepreneur that is pushing to work for people who she will never meet. Can you imagine if you had a family member that pushed for you that hard that when you reach a certain stage, you are reaping what they built? But can you imagine this? Building legacy? I mean, successful people don't sit down and talk about people. Successful people sit down and strategize on what is their next move to go up the ladder. Nice, nice. Congratulations, Flyky Man. AI video producer. Proud of you. And you know what? You can do it. Doesn't matter what storms come your way, doesn't matter what obstacles, you can do it. If you set your mind to do it, you can do it. And remember, you can do anything through Christ with strengthening you. So you can do this. This is a no brainer. Just work hard at it and get it done. Because, and it's not sometimes not even you. So don't take it personal. It's just, that's people. People join people. And the persons who are closest to you, 9 times out of 10 will never join you because they don't see you as an entrepreneur. But that should not stop you. Exactly. And let me tell you, my mother has no lazy children. None. We are all hard workers. And I remember growing up, one thing she always said to me, you can do anything you set your mind to. And that walks with me every day. I can do anything I set my mind to. And you need to bring that enthusiasm, that drive into whatever you're doing. Whatever you set your mind to, you can do it. And if you're anything like me, I'm a person, if you say to me, I can't do it, best believe I can do it just to prove I can do it. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. Listen, if you say to me, Shami, you can't move that, I'm going to move it twice just to show you. And that is the attitude and the substance you must have in you. If someone says to you, Fly man, you can't do it twice and show me you can do it. Anyone tells you when you start an venture, anyone tell you can't do it, or oh, where you come from, nah, do it twice and show them. Because, as I said earlier, successful people don't have time to worry about what people are saying about them. They don't have time to be sitting and talking about people. Successful people sit down and strategize. What's my next move? How do I get to my next goal? That is how you do it. Yeah, I know. And listen, having a hard head sometimes is not bad. Just as long as you have it for the right reason. Having a hard head sometimes is not bad. Because I can tell you, I have a hard head. If you say to me it can't happen, best believe I'm showing you it can happen. And it's not that I'm doing it to outshine anyone. I have to prove it to myself. So, for instance, if you say to me, your quota for the month is, I don't know, 50, I'm going to do 150. Not to show you up, not to outshine anybody else, to prove to Charmaine, I can do 150. But I know I can do 150. Everything else is smooth sailing. But don't settle for less. The worst thing you can do is settling for less. Exactly. The exactly flaky man. Listen to me. Do not settle for less. Don't settle for chump change. Don't settle for the crumbs. Go for the whole loaf of bread. You can be your own enemy. That is right, like man. You can be your own enemy, especially if you're an overthinker. You don't need to overthink all the success you're gonna have. Overthink all the success you're gonna have. See it in your mind's eye. If it's you're in something and you need to go to the next rank, see the next rank in your mind's eye. See you walking across the stage in your mind's eye. But never overthink and sabotage yourself. You're the only exactly 5K man. You're the only person who can hold yourself back. And why would you want to hold yourself back? Listen to me. The sky is not the limit. You can go above the sky. One. Successful people, they do things differently because they think about how I get to the next level, how do I get to the next goal. And I've been told a lot of times I'm an overachiever, all good and well. And if your partner's at the same dream as you, get that person on the sideline and says, watch me do it. That's like you're in a race. If you're in a race and your partner is not cheering you on, okay, don't cheer me. Watch me run. Because midway through that partner is going to be cheering you on. Trust me when I tell you. Midway through that, they're going to cheer you on. But let me tell you, it's all about the next goal. Where you can get to the next thing there. Exactly. Exactly. It's either you're going to come with me or watch me go. That's how it is. You have to set your mind because at the end of the day, if you're honest with yourself, the place that has the most knowledge and ambition and vision is the graveyard. And you might be saying, what are you talking about, lady? Yes, the graveyard has the most knowledge, the most ambition. The graveyard has it because so many people die with their dreams, knowledge, and ambition because they're afraid to venture. When that time comes, don't say, I coulda, shoulda, wished I had. You just be saying, I did it my way, and I'll be going. And that is so true, Fly K Man. Tomorrow is the biggest scam. Anything you're doing, do it now. Do it right now. And you might be saying to yourself, what is the biggest regret I have? I have one regret concerning this beautiful system I'm working. My regret is following the scam of tomorrow. I'll get to it tomorrow. I'll get to it next year. I'll get to it when I'm in a better position. Had I started when I was supposed to, it would have been game over. It would have been game over. However, that's behind me and I'm not stopping. And I am going. And the thing is with this is not a microwave system. It's not a get rich quick scheme. This is a long term success. Building legacy long term for your family, 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 family. So your grandbaby, your great grand, great great grand, great 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 grand. I have a grand already. I know down the line he's gonna give me a great grand. Then I'm gonna get a great great grand. I might not even live to see that great great grand. However, I'm putting something in place that it's gonna be smooth sailing. It's gonna be smooth sailing for people who I have never met that I'm working for. So I just want to come on, jump on and says, you are worth it. You are all that and a bag of chips. You are oxtail and not chicken back. Put your mind to it and you can get it done. That's how you work yourself. And if you need some motivation, go in the mirror and talk to yourself. You might be saying, girl, are you crazy? Nope. Go in the mirror and talk to yourself. You tell yourself how awesome you are. You tell yourself how hardworking you are. You tell yourself that you can get this done. That's what you need to do. Be successful. Be successful, not sitting down talking about people with other people. Be successful in looking, what's my next goal? Be successful in getting up and doing your affirmations, your meditations. You're drinking your water. You're doing your exercise. You're reading your Bible. If the Bible is something that you do, you read your Bible. You speak to whatever your higher power is. Speak to them. But don't come and sit down and woe is me. That doesn't work nowadays. No woe is me issue. What you need to do is get up and go. Every time you fall down, you get up. You know, A person who falls down and stay down is a loser. But a person who falls down and get back up, game over. You're winning. Just getting up, you're winning. And always remember that. Always speak to yourself. Dress for success. Change your brand if you have to. Speak as an entrepreneur. Speak as a business person. Get into the game. Standing on the sidelines does not work. Doesn't help you if you stand on the sidelines. Get into the game. So this has been really, really awesome. Love the interaction, Fly came on. Love the talk for those who came on. Thank you for coming on. If you're on my YouTube, please like, share, and subscribe. Like my Facebook, tap on my TikTok. Love you all for coming on. If you want to know more about what I'm doing, hit me up. We can talk. And yeah, guess what? Your girl is seeing you tomorrow. Tomorrow evening again.